Welcome back to episode 6 of Me Having Nothing to Hide. Apologies for not having a video up yesterday, or a podcast up yesterday. I just got absolutely swamped in by different things I had to do and I never got around to it. But anyway, the nature of this is doing something that I'm going to enjoy, because the moment I stop enjoying doing this is the moment it becomes shit. So you can be sure that if an episode comes up on YouTube or on your favourite podcast app, that it's because I wanted to do it and not because I felt I had to talk shy for no reason. But I was thinking before I just set up there was about, I suppose, how this pandemic is affecting us all. And you know, I know intimately how it's impacting on me, but I think my experience is convergent with other people's. But what had me thinking was, oh God, have I totally lost my train of thought? Bear with me now. Yes, our priorities. So one thing that I found myself kind of struggling with over the past couple of weeks, and it's been something I've been struggling with for the past few months, is the whole idea of our priorities and where they lie. And it's really strange. Like, so many of us are working in jobs where we mightn't care about the work we're doing, or we mightn't care much about the people who we're working for as employers, or maybe even the community we're working for. And yet we spend so much time surrounded by our colleagues, or with the people we're working for, or with the people we're working with, and we mightn't love it that much. And obviously there are things we care about in life which don't get the same allocation of time. And I've just been thinking about that in relation to my own life. I'm doing lots of assignments, and some are interesting, some aren't interesting. But regardless, they're essays for a degree, which is kind of tokenistic in a sense. It's a box ticking exercise in many regards. Having a master's in psychology, it's not. I don't think it's gonna. Maybe it will, but I don't think it's going to necessarily make me more effective at helping people, in the sense that it's giving me skills to help people that I didn't have before. But I suppose it will put me in a position to help people, because I'm ticking that box for employers who are looking for a psychology qualification or a master's qualification. So it's important in that way. And it kind of went off on a tangent there, but so I'm doing all these essays, and I'm not out in the community helping people manage this pandemic. I'm not finding out if there's any elderly people in my estate, and to see if I can, fucking get them groceries or something. Or I'm not, volunteering at the front lines, to do contact tracing, or, I'm not always on the phone to different vulnerable members of my family, or and it feels kind of weird. Like, I'm doing these essays and I'm doing different things that are important for me to do right now in terms of academics, but yet they get in the way of the things that I'm so much more concerned about. And then those things that I'm concerned about are done when I have a little bit of free time, or I'm able to put, maybe I've become intellectually exhausted from doing the essays, or fucking recording a presentation or something like that. And then that's when I attend to the things that I really care about, when I'm exhausted or when I'm tired. And it's just so strange. It's a weird one. Now, I'm trying to make a bigger effort to incorporate the things that I care about in my day at different time points, and not just, before I go to bed. So for instance, talking to my mom, or talking to a vulnerable relative, not just doing that just before I go to sleep when I'm fucked and I'm there in body, but not in mind. I'm just kind of listening. That's good and helpful in itself, I suppose. But, I just think it's strange. So I suppose I'd invite you to think about the priorities in your life and how they are aligned at the moment. Are you able to spend time to do the things you care about most and communicate with people you care about most, or do you find yourself largely spending your time on things which you're not that concerned about, but are important? And can you maybe redistribute your time a little bit, or can you redistribute your energies a little bit to really kind of, I suppose, get your priorities straight, as the cliche goes? Or is it possible to get your priorities straight? And why do we spend more time on one thing versus another? Is it because we care more about it, or is it because it makes us money, or is it because our culture kind of instructs us to? I think it's worth reflecting on. Maybe I reflect on these things too much, and if I fucking didn't reflect on them so much, I'd do my essays quicker, and I'd struggle less. But yeah. So actually, I'd love to hear where your priorities are. Shoot me an email, or shoot me a text, or write it in the comments underneath this video, or if you're listening on your podcast app, you'll find me on Facebook, or you'll find me on YouTube if you want to let me know. I'll be really, really interested to hear if I'm totally off the mark, or if I'm asking an interesting question, or if I'm providing some interesting information. So yeah, I think I'll leave it at that for today. A little snippet, a little nothing to hide soliloquy for your Wednesday. Let me know if you're enjoying these episodes. If you haven't already, check out the other ones, and let me know what the crack is, if I'm doing something useful, or if I'm just spending my time in a manner that I would enjoy, but maybe in a way that isn't useful for others. And obviously, if you like it, please share it with someone else that you think will like it, because I'm not going to be sharing it on my social media platforms unless solicited. Thanks very much, and I'll see you tomorrow.